Hello and welcome to the Dunfermline property blog. This week we're at number 32 Hill Street in Dunfermline. It's a one bedroom flat currently on the market with Stevenson Marshall for £65,000. So first I'd like to draw your attention to 24C Hill Street. You probably see that pink board just in the distance there. So that was a similar one bedroom property on the market with Maloco. Now I think they struggled to sell that one initially, however the client spent a little bit of money on it, making it look nicer, more modernised, ready to move in, and they managed to secure a sale. And that was on at a fixed price of £62,000. So property in this area, one bedroom properties, typically value between 60 and 65, however it's not known for having fast sales. And the reason for that is that's just one bedroom properties in general tend to suffer from this. So as most of you know, I'm not a big fan of one bedroom properties. Main reason being short-term tenants. So your smaller properties tend to attract shorter term tenants. That means more turnarounds, more tenant move-ins. Now the vast majority of professional property investors use a letting agent. Now tenant changes over, that means the letting agent has to charge a letting fee, so more fees will quickly eat into any additional return on your cash that you thought you had buying that one bedroom property, which it is true, the gross yields are higher, typically speaking. So there's that, as well as short-term tenants don't tend to spend as much money on the property, decorating, changing carpets, sorting the garden out, just general things that will keep your property looking nice and in good condition. So typical rent, 425 to 450 for a good one. Capital growth at the moment is pretty much non-existent, although obviously over a period of time we'd definitely expect it to grow at some rate, but nothing compared with your typical semi-detached terraced houses, which we keep banging on about in other videos. Other thing I'd like to draw your attention to, I've now just walked around the corner onto Rose Crescent, which is a very similar street. There's a couple of one bedroom flats sold on this street in 2007, one at £80,000, the other one at £84,800, so as you can see we're still quite a way off catching up to that again. So overall, one bedroom flats, not a fan. Now that's not to say you've got a one bedroom flat that's a bad thing, because there's still a good rental. They're just nowhere near as good as your 3-bedroom houses and your 2-bedroom houses. Anyway, that's this week's property of the week, 32 Hill Street in Dunfermline. Contact details as usual are in the description below. Look forward to catching up with you next week.